Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing great. In today's video, I'm gonna be continuing the series of showing you guys how to screen print without a screen printer. I'm also gonna be showing you guys how I screen print the Garden of Re t-shirt. So I'll be able to show you how I screen print all around. So let me get to the essentials of what you need. To start off, you'll need a screen. I'm using between a 180 to 200 mesh count for this design. For the ink, I'm using Rapid Cure. The colors are going to be red and black, but you can use whatever ink you want of your choice. You will also be needing a squeegee, preferably a 70 durometer. You will also be needing a t-shirt without its side seam, preferably a Shakaware or Los Angeles Apparel. If you have a shirt with a side seam, it can work, but it's just going to be more difficult getting the ink within the seams. And finally, since I am not using a screen printer, you will also be needing C-clamps. I got these from Home Depot. You can get them online at Amazon or Lowe's. Alright, so we have the t-shirt set up here now. I'm going to do the first spider lily. I'm going to aim to print on the seam right here. I have tried going under, but it works better if you go above the seam. This doesn't really print properly. So let me line it up. Alright, and now we are going to put the clamps. I try not to do it super tight, because sometimes, I don't know if you can see, but it does bulge up, and it can mess with the print. Alright, for this part, I'm going to be doing a push method, so the ink will come down, and that's me pretty much basically flooding the screen, and then I'm just going to push it up, and that's when the ink ends up transferring into the shirt. So for that, I usually recommend at least 2 to 3 pushes. It all just depends on how complex the artwork is. So here you have to take it off slightly slow because it does stick to the shirt. So yeah, here we go. So right here, it didn't fully go to the seam, so I actually line it up with masking tape, and then I brush the rest in. So I mask off the seam just so I know where to stop, and then I actually use guidelines on the sides just to make sure I don't go past where I don't want the ink to go, just to make sure the stem is all even as well. Yep, there you go. This is legit really simple. Very hard to mess this up. So let me just dry this now. Alright, so now that the front is cured, let's move to the back. For this one, we are going to be actually using our big screen. We will be lining it up to the seam once again. If it doesn't reach the seam after I finish printing it, I'm going to go back and hit it with the, not hit it, but brush in the rest of the ink so it touches the seam. The cool thing about doing it this method also is that I can actually push it up more and then, you know, use my tape as guidelines and actually just fill in like more of a stem to make it look longer, which is something that I really like. And since we are using a bigger screen, I have to use more ink just to cover up the whole screen. So flood the screen as so, and then you push it up. And there you go. And as you can see, when we get closer, it didn't fully go down to the seam, so I have to fill that in. Alright, so we are going to be moving on to the tricky part, which is printing on the sides now. So as the front and back, you want to lay it flat on whichever surface you're going to be working on. But one thing you're going to notice is that up here, it kind of, let me put in focus, but up here, it bulges up due to the sleeve being on the other side. So you're going to want to lift up the shirt and then pull the sleeve up behind or up above the collar, and then just push it back down flat again, because the area that I'm pretty much working with is from here to here, and so right now it's just completely flat. To set up the screen, you're gonna just be laying it flat down as usual, and then since the seam is so down low, the back of the screen doesn't touch where the t-shirt starts bulging up due to the sleeves. So we are actually good there. So all I have to do is just clamp it down and then just start printing. And then push once. Make sure you're giving it even amount of pressure all around. And another one. And then 3. Sweet. And there you go. That's how you print on the side. Once again, make sure everything's laid flat in the work area that you will be working on. Make sure to bring the sleeve, this one, a little bit above the collar so it's not bulging at the very top of your screen, which should be around right here. All of this stuff is honestly pretty straightforward. Once you get used to it, it's pretty much easy. You just have to like not be scared to try new things, because the side prints were honestly like something I was always really afraid to do. But once I figured it out and then realized that you need a shirt that doesn't have a side seam, it's pretty much just printing like as if it's the front and back. Sweet. This one came out almost perfect, but I have to fill it in with the brush again. Alright, to top things off, I'm going to be adding our signature onto the next chapter quote in the front. The cool thing about this, if you guys can see, I got 3 of our 2 logos and then our quote on one screen. This actually is really cool because you're able to utilize the whole screen for like 3 different designs. So instead of just buying one screen for something small, you legit have 3. It's nice. I really like this. Nice. The cool thing about freehanding too, instead of using a screen printer, is that I could legit place like all the designs wherever I want and like make each shirt a 1 of 1. And I just love it. It makes like each t-shirt really unique in its own way. Also, there's times where I mess some up, but you know, you live and you learn. With these small ones, I legit you do a whole bunch of pushes, cause there's times where like some of the letters don't fully print, and it kind of ruined the t-shirt at some points, but at times it actually looks nice, and I've actually had people enjoy those small mess ups because it makes it look different than all the other ones that I make. So let me cure this, and then I'll be able to show you the full shirt at the end. So be right back. Alright, so here's how it turned out. Here's the front, the side, then the back. I'll get a little closer. Where's the middle? Alright, there you go. Just a quick tip. This method that I use without a screen printer really only works well if you're doing a single color design like our t-shirts. If you're doing a multicolor design, you have to make sure everything's aligned properly, and if it's not, it's gonna look not that great. I've tried it before with old screens that I've used. You guys can probably see the old videos of me screen printing for the first time, but yeah, you can see how that turned out. It didn't turn out that great. That's how I end up going to single color designs. I will end up moving to multicolor designs soon, That's more like a mid next year type of thing, depending on how it goes. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or concerns with the way I screen print, just let me know. Comment down below. I'll do my best to answer everything. Other than that, I hope you guys just have a great day, week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.